Okay, push the red button. Push it again. There we go. Okay, testing. Okay, I think everything is working. Okay, so we're here in Norway, and I've got a team of Norwegian poi experts to help me show you how air wraps work. Harold's going to be my what I call my poi slow-mo demonstrator. You're just going to hold the handles like this. He's not going to move. So in an air wrap, it's done in split time wall planes, so the poi are flying this way. Now actually if you go up high for a sec, the poi need to start either what I call convex or concave. So the poi are either pointing out a little bit or pointing in a little bit. Normally people begin an air wrap pointing out. So come back down low. So what's important to understand is, see how the poi create a line from the tethers to the knot? The poi can either be in front of that line or they can be behind that line. And when they go from one to the other is how an air wrap works. So, for instance, they're going to collide like that. If they were to both go behind the line together, they're just going to stay tangled. Air wraps don't work that way. Air wraps work when one of the poi leads. So the air wrap either needs to swing under that line, or you can even make it swing over that line, which is much weirder and harder. So almost everybody all the time does a swing under. And we'll show you this from the top in a moment. So if they're going along, watch. If the orange poi, see how it's inside? If it then stays inside while the green also is inside, they come undone. That's when an air wrap works. The things that go wrong, if they both go inside at the same time, it tangles. If the orange leads in and then goes back out, you have like a hyperloop or an orbital. An air wrap only works when, if you're starting convex, if the poi coming down is the first one inside. See, this one's still outside, this one's inside, and then they're both inside. They come undone. So we'll show that from above a little bit. If you step here and turn around. Yeah. And then we're going to hold it way out here. So angle, that's it. So watch. They collide. If the orange is the first one inside, followed by the green one, they come undone. You could also start the whole thing from the inside. They could collide on the inside. Orange leads out, followed by the green, they come undone. Orange leads in, they come undone. Orange is the first one out. Now again, if they try to go out together, it doesn't work. If they start on the outside, if they go in at the same time, they just get tangled. So one of the first exercises you can do is you take your poi and you just get them hanging like that, and you just practice the feeling of letting them swing in, swing in, swing in. And it's just pulling with the fingers and an opening of the elbows. You could also try to go over the top, but that's much harder. If you just do this a bunch, they get some muscle memory of teaching the poi to swing in through the bottom. That muscle memory is what happens when the poi collide. If you just do that swing motion, the poi will swing in and come undone. So there's a few things you can practice. One thing is your planes need to be really straight. Can you go from high up again? You need control where you can decide if they're angled a little bit out or a little bit in. If you don't have that control to make them angle away, angle towards, angle away, I call it saloon doors. If you can't do that, you'll have a lot of trouble. You might learn it, but it'll be clunky. I really recommend the first thing you should do is learn this control. When you've got that control, most people begin an air wrap when the poi are angled out, and when they collide, you expect them inwards. Once you can do it from convex to concave, look how my poi finish concave. I can also go from concave to convex. I don't practice concave to convex very much, so I often flub that one up. We will return shortly with more ideas for learning air rafts because it's raining. Better audio going on. All right, red button.
Record?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're recording. All right. So to finish where we were, there's a few skills that are pretty important. One of them is, as I was showing, being able to comfortably go from convex to concave planes. The other thing, and I've seen people really struggle with this, is getting used to the poi coming into this space, which we can call a watermill. Watermill is coming from the front of your arms to the back of your arms here. And I've watched people say, oh yeah, but they can't do it. So you really need to learn to come here. And probably you might have to take one poi, start from swinging. It's a weird feeling for some people at first. And get used to swinging the poi in between your arms and your body. I see people say, oh yeah, you mean like this? And that's only going behind one arm. Or they go like this, that's only behind the other arm. You need to pass behind both arms. The next thing, if you shoot from above, I'm going to do left poi coming down. It's going to connect with my right finger, and it's going to flip to the inside. So watch that a few times. Hopefully we'll slow that down from outside to inside. Now what tends to go wrong is things like this, where it came behind this arm and then in front of the other arm. You want to pass it from in front to behind both arms, outside to inside. You could also go on the other one, pop, 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 pop. So once you can do that with your hand, pulling it into the inside, do the same thing with your poi. This is a classic move where people make it difficult by trying to do too much. It works, you can even close your eyes and just as they hit, if you close your eyes and don't do anything, that's often where it will work. 85% of the time when I watch somebody learning this for the first time, they go, and they make, I'm exaggerating, but they make a lot of movement, and it almost always gets in the way. If you can convince your arms to do almost nothing, that's more likely to make it succeed. I just make space, and I let the poi swing in on their own. Once you've got it clockwise, you can learn it counterclockwise, boop, boop. Once you've got it from convex to concave, you can try concave to convex. If you've got all the swing unders, you can try a swing over. It's so much harder. On a swing over, the poi going up has to be the one that leads over the top, like that. Meow. So this is Norway. By the way, the people we have here, this is Piotr, one of the main organizers of Camp Flow Stranded. It's Harold, who's been taking me around Norway. The amazing cameraman is Richard. You can wave to yourself. Nice. And yeah, we're going around making poi videos in fjords. Thanks for watching.